Great to be with you. My name's Pastor Steve. I want to welcome all the kids to Proclamation Kids Connection. So the first thing we need to do this morning is we need to get Professor Time. So remember, we have Time Machine 2.0, so we can use our watches to do this. So let's retrieve him, right? Let's get him here for us. Here we go. Wonderful. Okay, we just got to find him.
Pastor Steve!
Professor Time, good to have you with us.
Hey, thanks for bringing me.
Well, I want to thank you again for your willingness to help us teach the kids at Proclamation Kids Connection. It's a real blessing to them.
Oh, it's an honor for me, too.
Okay, so let's make sure that we get out our packets, right? All of the kids got packets. Did you get a packet this week?
I did. I left in the time machine.
Well, go grab it because we got to get your packets. So kids, make sure you have your packets. Okay, let's open them up. Let's see what's all in there. All right, they got a letter. Okay, and then they got Psalm 1, verse 1. So here's what we're going to do this morning. First thing we're going to do is we're going to review the verse. Then you're okay to teach them. I wanted you to share some thoughts with the kids. And then we're going to go to Mrs. Thiel in the art craft.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's do the verse together. Kids, let's do all of Psalm chapter 1, so verses 1 to 6. Let's just read it together. If you've got your sheet, it's right on there. Here we go. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. In all that he does, he prospers. The wicked are not so, but are like chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. But for the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. So kids, we're going to review verse 1 this morning, and we're going to do it 3 times. So let's do it together, and we're going to put a little bit of action with it, right? Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. So let's do that again. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. So one last time. By now you should be standing, and you should be doing this with me. Last time. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers.
Pastor Steve!
Professor Time.
Oh, that was very interesting. I mean, it talks about how to be blessed. I want to be blessed.
Everybody wants to be blessed.
Whoa! But the first thing, it seems like they're telling us that there are 3 things we shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, would you, Professor Time, so you share some thoughts with the kids on what stands out to you about verse 1 in Psalm chapter 1.
Oh, I would be happy to. That's a real honor, Pastor Steve. You know, the psalmist was telling us about how there's like this warning. It's like a crime scene tape, and not to be confused with time machine tape or a tornado siren. It's a warning. It's saying, hey, don't do that if you want to be blessed. And they tell us 3 traps. Wow, and they each get a little bit scarier. Let's see what the first trap is. The first trap is, well, you don't want to walk in the counsel of the what does it say? The wicked. Yeah, you don't want to walk in the counsel of the wicked. Why? Well, if somebody's coming and telling you, hey, don't obey your parents, well, hold it now. We know. Colossians 3:20 says, children, obey your parents, for this pleases the Lord. Well, we know that that's wrong. It goes against God's will. Well, we want to be blessed by God, so we want to stay away from the wicked. All right, and then trap number 2, bigger and scarier. This is where nor stand in the way of sinners. Well, this is where not only are we hanging with people who are sinning, but we're also going right there and sitting right next to them. Well, we know that that goes against God's word because Ezekiel 19:20 says, I am the Lord your God. Walk in my statutes, for this pleases God. Well, that's pretty obvious, huh? Well, what about if that's trap 2 and there's something worse than that, what could that be? Well, that's the tiger pit of traps. Trap 3 is don't sit in the seat of scoffers. Well, what does that mean? Scoffer is someone who doesn't believe in God. Someone who says God doesn't exist. God's word isn't true. Well, we know that's wrong. But if we sit in the seat with the scoffer, that means we're believing that too. Here we are, the creator of the universe, the entire universe. He gave us his word, and here we are, not believing in him. Huh. How does that work? That's just plain wrong. So it just so happens that we want to make sure that we want to be blessed. We want to be blessed by the creator of the universe. How do we do that? Well, the first step is we don't walk in the way of wicked. We don't we don't stand in the way of sinners, and we don't sit in the seat of scoffers. Now, does that mean we can't walk or sit or stand? Why, that's silly. Of course we can. Well, it just so happens that now it's time to go to Mrs. Thiel's Art Emporium. Well, I better have my packet. Let's go. Hi, Mrs. Thiel. How are you?
Hello, Professor Time. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you as well. And what is this back here?
Do you like the mural?
Oh, it is amazing. Did you do that all by yourself?
No, I had help.
Oh.
It's been a lot of fun to put up. This mural is our backdrop for Psalm 1.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's a lot of key components in there.
Like what? What do you see?
Well, I see the stream and
Yes?
I see a tree.
Good. Those are some of the things that we wanted to point out in our mural. I'm gonna work through Psalm 1 so you can just hear it and maybe you can see it in the mural. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yield its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. In all that he does, he prospers. The wicked are not so, but are like the chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish.
Well, do you have any more plans for this mural?
I do. This craft project that we're doing this week, and actually the subsequent weeks, we're going to be decorating this mural.
Whoa! Do you mean that the kids get to participate?
Yes, they do. And it's going to be so much fun to see their creations come into our special mailbox and then get put up on the wall.
I can't wait to see what this looks like.
Do you want to see what we're doing today?
Absolutely. Let's
Okay.
show me.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so you have your packet.
I have my packet.
Good.
I got it this week.
What did you have in it?
Oh, well, I got
That's a coloring sheet
nice.
This
I
is-
love coloring.
because it says this book belongs to, and you can put your name right there and color this whole page. And then you should have a handwriting sheet. Oh, a handwriting sheet. And you're going to want to work on that because this is going to tell you Psalm 1 little by little as we're memorizing it.
Oh, this goes together.
That goes together.
Nice.
Good. And then there's an activity sheet for you to do during the week and for the kids to do during the week. And then there's the craft project.
Oh, I love craft projects.
Good.
This
So,
is great.
You can get everything out. Kids, it's probably not enough time. We probably don't have enough time for you to do your art project right now before church starts. But when you go to do it, you're probably going to need some scissors and a glue stick, okay? And you're going to see a big circle, that's right, and a whole bunch of little dots, okay?
I got 'em.
And then some tissue paper. So this is what we're doing with the art project. We are making a flower.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we're going to be lining the stream and lining the path and lining the mural with these flowers this week. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is in the middle of your big circle, put some glue put some glue from your glue stick right in the middle. A nice big circle, maybe about this big. Okay? Good. And then you're going to be taking your dots and putting it in the center of your circle, just like that. Little by little, you might need to add a little more glue. Okay, very dramatic. Good job. Anyway, so just like that until you have a nice big, let's see how yours is looking. This is how Professor Times is looking.
It's great.
Not bad. So you're going to keep on adding all those little dots with more glue until it's nice right in the center. Good. Now we need some petals. So the petals, you can get your tissue paper, and your petals, you could use scissors or you can just rip it because tissue paper is not very strong. So you can fold your tissue in, fold it into a little, and then you can tear it like this so that it's a strip, and then cut to make like a little square. Or you can take the scissors and do the exact same thing and just cut the strip into little squares. I shouldn't say little squares. They're kind of medium-sized squares. You want to grab a square? Okay. So one square, and you're going to put your finger right in the middle of it and push the tissue paper around your finger. Yep, right around like that. And then you're going to take some glue and put it on the edge of, right in the middle of that petal, and then stick it onto your big circle, just like this.
Oh, Mrs. Thiel, you're great.
Let's see how it works. Oh, let's see. You got a lot of glue there, buddy. There you go. Just like that. And we're going to keep on adding squares. Put it around your finger, just like this. Put a little glue on it, on your tissue paper, and then stick it onto your big circle. And you're going to be doing that over and over until the whole thing is nice and full. This is going to be a fun Proclamation Kids Connections. I've been missing the kids.
Oh, me too, Mrs. Thiel. Me too.
A lot. But this is going to be a lot of fun to see their creation as they do each flower and each craft project week by week and put it into the special mailbox.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the special mailbox. Yeah, we'll have to show them a little bit later.
Yeah, we'll do that. So this is going to get nice and full with all the different tissue paper. And if you want to do things not this way, and if you decide you want to do it a different way, you totally can. Or if you mess up, it really is okay. Because it's, crafting is like art. Art is in the eye of the beholder.
You're absolutely right, Mrs. Thiel. And this is great. I'm going to need a little bit of remedial work, I think, but I'll get it.
No, you're doing great, Professor Time.
Oh, boy.
You just fluff up the petal, and you put a little glue on it, and you stick it all over, just like that.
Excellent.
Okay, and then you're going to want to wait until it dries. Until it's all over. Did I say that you should put your name on the back of it?
You did not, Mrs. Thiel.
Oops.
Oh,
that's something that you always have to do, right, kids? You have to always put your name on the back of it. So I'm going to put Mrs. T because everyone knows who I am.
Oh, do I get to use that too? PT, Professor Time.
Professor Time. Good. All right, so, and then the kids will be filling this whole flower all out. And then when it's done, they are going to be putting it in a special mailbox. Now, if you live far away and you can't bring your flower to the special mailbox, you can put it right back into your envelope and tape it up with your parents' help and have your parents write another an address and then just put it in the mail it to the church.
That sounds like a great idea.
But if they're close enough, They don't need to do that. They can come, and if we can walk over to the special mailbox.
Oh.
Well, can I jump in here? Because I would like to see one of the finished products.
Oh,
So I saw you working on it, but I haven't quite seen the finished product.
absolutely.
Wow, that is really impressive.
Well, and what we're going to do with this, Pastor Steve, is we're going to put these flowers that the kids give all over the mural. And the next time you see the mural, it's going to look a lot different.
And how many kids did we send packets to, Mrs. Thiel?
About 45 kids.
Wow, so 45 different flowers on your mural. That is going to be absolutely beautiful.
It is going to be very beautiful. So, but the kids are going to need to finish their artwork, and then they're going to have to put it in the special mailbox.
Okay.
Professor Time.
So, Professor Time, you get your packet so we can demonstrate for the kids how they're going to send their craft projects back to us.
Okay.
Okay, so they don't need that, though, if they
That's
drop
right.
it off at our special mailbox. Okay, good. So here's our mailbox, and our mailbox is actually going to be outside of the church, kids, so you can swing by and drop it off. And you just put it in. Awesome. So, Professor Time, are you going to be able to join us again next week and every week as we continue to walk through Psalm chapter 1?
Well, absolutely, Pastor Steve. I wouldn't miss it.
Okay, so each week what we're going to do is memorize the verse. We'll memorize the next verse as we make it through the 6 verses. Then Professor Time is going to continue to teach us through Psalm 1, and then Mrs. Thiel is going to lead us with the craft. We're going to have an awesome time, Professor Time.
Oh, I can't wait. And I can't wait for this mural, too.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to see all their projects as they decorate it.
Yes.
Hey, Professor Time, we're going to have to wrap up because I got to head upstairs for the live stream service. So, kids, what we need to do now is we need to send Professor Time back, and then he'll come join us next Sunday morning. So let's send him back together. Here we go. Oh, wow, he's just gone like that. Wow, little shocking. Well, kids, we're going to have a little bit of break, and then I got to head upstairs. I'll see you in a couple minutes at our live stream service at 10. Hope you had a great time with Proclamation Kids Connection this morning.